May I remind you that trading is risky and not suitable for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Welcome to QuantBox Daily. What is QuantBox? QuantBox is your global macroeconomic quant in a box. It's a fundamental tool that gives you a fundamental bias. The weekly trial is just $7.90. It collates seasonality data, COT data, retail sentiment, economic data into one beautiful dashboard. Let me show you what it looks like. Gives you heat maps, gives you everything, right? And what we do in this session is we use this to identify a fundamental bias. We then marry that with a technical bias and identify opportunities to trade. What I'm doing at the moment, though, is something slightly different. It's kind of off script. Usually we go into the market heat map, we look at these currency pairs, the biggest winners and the biggest losers. We then look at their fundamental bias and trade them accordingly. However, with the market at the moment, that's kind of how we're looking. So right now, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for an indication of trend. All right. So what I'm looking for is you could even take a zigzag, for example, and add it to the chart if you wanted to. And I'll show you. We're looking for an indication of trend, right? You can see sideways, 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 sideways. Like we've been sideways down the entire time. Now we've come up. You can see here. Higher low, currently down. The thing is, why am I not looking for buys over here? The reason I'm looking for buys over here is because if you look at Aussie dollar USD, Aussie USD is currently coming across with a bearish bias. Okay. So I'm not looking for any sells over here. I'm not looking for any buys over here, should I say. And in terms of selling, I'm rather out of position. Okay. But it's not the position that bothers me too much right now because of the let's get rid of the zigzag. Bye-bye zigzag. Because the volatility is sideways, I'm not really worried about pivot points right now. What I'm focusing on those, give me some indication of resistance. Now you can see that yesterday price came up and closed the top of the range. We are currently coming down. I don't want to enter a trade over here that only comes down to the bottom of the range. I have to take profits. I want to see price breaking out of this range. Now, there's one of three ways that can happen. Price either comes down, pulls back, comes to the bottom of the range, we get out of here. Okay, cool. That's one way. Alternatively, price keeps ranging. Price comes up to the top of the range with this resistance over here, or price comes up to an R1, or price comes up to a profit-taking zone. Okay, that's really what I'm looking at. So at one of these points, of course, price can also come up to over here as well. At one of these points, I'm looking for a selling opportunity. Okay, I'm not looking to buy this, and because it's got a bearish bias. Okay, so I'm paying attention to price. Sorry, I'm paying attention to price right now, looking for an indication of trend. Right now, we're still sitting inside a range. You can see there's your range. If yesterday you took it off the weekly R1 and you're aiming now for a weekly S1, that's totally fine. Good for you. You can see on the M15 time frame, we didn't really get, we broke the 55 and 21.55 today, and we haven't had a pullback yet. Okay. So it doesn't look like it's trending to me at all. It looks like it's still sideways. So taking a look through the rest of the dollar pairs, and right now I'm not really worried about fundamental bias. I'm really focused on just getting out of this low volatility situation. You can see euro dollar is still currently sideways. And this is something we're going to do every single day, because once we identify that price is no longer ranging, we're going to start making some nice money. You can see there, still ranging on pound dollar. Kiwi dollar, still ranging. USD CAD, still ranging. USD ZAR, we've spoken about this earlier the week. We said you're currently at a profit-taking zone. You're looking for a lower, low, low high. Now, what's interesting is we drew this out earlier in the week, saying if you come down to support, you could look for buying opportunities. Look at that. So if you bought off this level of support I identified for you earlier this week, and you scalped it up, good on you. Okay, you can see that's down there. So we did identify the support earlier this week, and if you're currently in a buy, that's fine. Nothing wrong with buying, as long as you recognize the fact that it might be short term, okay, because of where you are. If you didn't buy and you're waiting for price to come up to resistance, we didn't break the 55 and then come up for double top. So I'm not very confident in this being a double top. You are currently at the monthly R2 though. If you're looking for bearishness, you know what to look for. You're looking for price to break, pull back, lower high, and down. Okay, cool. And that'll be the same time that you close your buy as well. It's the same time that you get into a sell. Okay, Aussie yen. Okay, we've popped further up. Okay, that's fine. We're now coming all the way back down. So you look at that, that's still sideways. In terms of right now, there's nothing at this present moment in time. Yesterday, you could have taken price off of the profit-taking zone. I don't see a lower high, though. This is still ranging for me. Excuse me. So I'm not going to do anything with this yet. CAD yen. Same story. See price all the way up here now. And we are now at the top of the range. Let's get rid of this block over here. You can see currently at the weekly profit-taking zone, price behaving like a trend in terms of higher highs, higher lows. If you're looking for a sell, you're looking for price to break, pull back, sell. Okay. Euro yen. Sideways. Pound yen all the way up here. Okay, so it's also broken up higher. That's fine. You're currently out of position. If you're looking for a sell up here, you're looking for a lower low, lower high. Okay. Looking pretty sideways at the moment. Also be careful of the support down here. That's not a lower low. Okay. I'm still looking for a better structure than this. I mean, price has gone up. Fair enough. Cool. Where's my trend though? Where's my higher low? Okay. So if pound yen or even Aussie yen suddenly produce a higher low, then all good. Just make sure you double check your bias on QuantBox. Same with Kiwi yen, no trend. Aussie Swissy still ranging. CAD Swissy still ranging. Euro Swissy still ranging. Pound Swissy still ranging. Kiwi Swissy still ranging. Euro Pound, we already spoke about how price didn't come with that support there, didn't get a verification. Buying over here is great, selling over here is great. Then over here, this is now technically the target. See price coming up. Looking at the M15, I'm not seeing anything. You can see price stuck inside this range just shoots up to the profit-taking zone. If you're looking for a counter trend over here, looking for a trade down, looking for a lower low, lower high. Okay, things seem rather erratic at the moment. Pound Aussie still ranging. Pound CAD still ranging. Pound Kiwi still ranging. Euro Aussie still ranging. Coming off the bottom of the range at the moment. I'm looking for trends. Euro CAD still ranging. Coming off the bottom of the range at the moment. I'm looking for trends. Euro Kiwi broken out. Still ranging though. Like price broke out, pulled back, but didn't pull back to the top of the range, pulled back to the central pivot point. I'm looking for an indication of trend. Euro ZAR. Okay, we drew this support out. So hopefully you bought there early this week. That was yesterday at New York session. We did draw that out. So hopefully you paid attention to that from early this week. Aussie CAD still ranging. Aussie Kiwi still ranging. And Kiwi CAD still ranging. All right, cool. So basically from this week, if you paid attention to my Euro ZAR signal, price getting down there, or if you paid attention to my USD ZAR signal, then you're in the money. Okay. Otherwise, I'm waiting for things to break out. I'm going to keep checking every single day. No need to say long things about it. Let's keep checking with each other. And the moment we get breakouts on these ranges, we'll then resume with our normal programming in terms of identifying opportunities, checking the bias. Has the bias changed? Can we still continue buying or selling? Okay. So stay patient, stay disciplined. Hopefully you got those trades I set up for you on Euro ZAR and USD ZAR. If not, then you're waiting for opportunities to sell those. And as they operate profit-taking zones, you can see right now, this is approaching there. But again, verify everything lower time frame. Okay. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. All the best.